Hey buddies, it's Victor. It's time to another Eat and Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Tuesday, Mosh Pit. Hope you all are going off to a great start here on your brand new weeks. We did have another video. Crossed 3,000 likes, which now puts us at 181. We're already on our way towards the next like streak goal, which you guys and gals don't even realize what it is yet. So also, we're not playing greed, we're playing hard mode. There we go. At least starting off anyway. I don't know if it's going to be another double run or not, but we'll figure it out. We'll see. So here's your meme of the day. Sent in here by TJ Button. Title of the thread was Whenever Sinvicta mentions honeys dash feel better. And then thank you very much, TJ Button. I absolutely loved this one. Obviously a spoof of the, I think it's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey or something like that. Cough and Honeys, The Binding of Isaac. Thank you very much, TJ Button. I saw this one and immediately died whenever I saw it laughing. Thank you very much, TJ. Everyone who upvoted that one, here we go. Quebec, Zulu, Lima, Papa, Foxtrot, Juliet Bravo Golf. We've got great tiers, decent, well, no, actually I take that back, not decent damage, and bad movement speed. We're also starting off with a Soul Converter and Butt Bomb, so interesting. We have a Temperance Machine here, but obviously we can't play the Temperance Machine until we get some Red Hearts, as playing a build comprised fully of Soul Hearts on a Temperance Machine and on floor 1 is, let's just say, not smart. Let's just say it will be suboptimal at best. You can see here the lack of damage already starting to kind of weigh in on what this run's going to end up looking like here early on, as we need to get that damage up. So we're going to get Depression, which is it's not a stat. It's just statistically, it's not an anything. It's a big nothing burger, but you know, Depression, it does have some use if things are stuck on the creep. It can do the Crack the Skizzle effect as well, which is kind of nice, but for the most part, it's not like, I mean, it's not like it's not an item that you can use that you could be like, oh man, thank God, we're just taken care of now, you know, like Depression ain't that great. Very big floor 1 here too, but as you see here, you can use the creep. I mean, like, it's not terrible. Like, it's one of those items that's just kind of like it's kind of whatever. It's probably not going to be super impactful. It might, yeah, this is 100% a time where we're going to need to ding our donation machine, and we get a grand total of 7 cents. That is, that's not great. Hoping that if we do get another Soul Heart or 2, we could actually use the Soul Converter and get that 7 cents at the cost of all of our Soul Hearts, basically. Well, no, hang on a second. Hang on a second now. Hang on a second now. All right, we're only down to 4 cents. Okay. This room is designed to break your brain, but you just simply walk down and do that. That's it. So all of these Red Hearts here are giving me hope that this Temperance Machine may actually be the hopes and prayers and dreams that we want it to be, so we can get, there's the Crack the Sky, by the way, from Depression, that we can get this Black Candle play early on and then, you know, be done with curses for the entirety of this run, which would be phenomenal. Because obviously Curse of the Lost, even though it's not really all that bad, it's still kind of annoying. We're going to start off with Famine here, which is, you know, starting off with an Orbital, what can you do? I would have much preferred an HP upgrade here than an Orbital. Look, I'm going to hit one of these on you, Famine. It's going to happen. I don't care if I have to use all of my bombs. I'm going to happen. The reason why I'm doing this, by the way, is not to be silly, but it's like legitimately our only way of dealing damage right now, because we have 2.6 damage, which is not the worst, but it's also not the best. I'm gonna do this now because I'm tired of looking at it. There you go. So the converter, does the converter? Oh yeah, it's just 1 for 1 now. That's right. I totally forgot about that. That is that within rack? No, it's not. Okay. That is again, it's not a recent change, but it's a change that happened not that far off ago. A slight misplay there. I should have played it one more time, but oh well. Yeah. Okay, so we can get Black Candle here, and we might as well try to get this bicycle card too, this playing card, because this could end up being a 2 of diamonds, which would be very, very nice to have. You can even go convert one of these other Soul Hearts to a Red Heart there. You just saw us use that Black Heart, so down it goes. But now we have 2 Red Hearts that we could potentially use to get this playing card. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're making some big time plays. It did take us a long time here on floor 1, but I do think that it was worth it. And we get 2 of clubs, which I mean, it doubles our bombs, which is nothing right now. But once we do get some more bombs, we can use it, and then, you know, I mean, technically we can use it now and get 2 free bombs, but not a bad first floor. So obviously we don't have to worry about curses anymore, so that's good. But going on to last week's question of the episode here, of course, that was the infamous, now infamous, this run will ruin your day episode. And it was a struggle bus of struggle bus proportions. That's the nicest thing we can say about it. Obviously the thumbnail was a take on The Shining. That was all Alex's idea. That was one of the ones that I did not give him a prior thought towards, so shout out to Alex. Once again, you know, Agramonopolis does amazing work. He has been contacted by other people to do commissions, so thank you very much for those of you who have talked to him about getting some work done. Again, he's a very talented artist, great guy, and a longtime member of the Spanish Mosh Pit. So definitely go give him a lot of love and a lot of praise, and also your business too, in case you need like graphics and stuff done. Obviously, he does amazing art. But going on to last week's question of the episode anyway, I simply asked who was the MVP. And again, there were a lot of replies to this one. Obviously, it was a very highly watched episode there because of the subject matter of the episode, the title, and everything. And by far and away, the most upvoted comment came in from, I'm going to say Jacob. Jacob Moscow 6781. I'm just going to say Jacob. Who said, you are the MVP for having the patience, willpower, and skill to get through that run without dying, tilting, or just straight up giving up. I would have never gone through a run like that. Thank you very much, Jacob. And, I mean, you know, you got to do it. I talk about the struggle bus runs a lot where, you know, you get to see what type of Isaac player you are. And you know, I'm not tooting my own horn. It's just, you gotta do it. You gotta win. What else is there? Or if you're not going to win, at least at the very, very least, learn from it. You know, that's the type of run where it's like, okay, let's go back and analyze where we went wrong, what killed us, and what could have we done better? What could have gone better for us, and what decisions did we make in order for us to sort of facilitate this? Yeah, you know what? I'll take Rock in the Jar because now we can use the 2 of clubs and get 10 bombs instead of 5, which is very nice. So thank you, Jacob. The second most upvoted comment came in from Damonex, or Damonex, who said, "Dry Baby for sure. Reason being that Isaac would have bodied the run without him." Yeah, Dry Baby was also one of those. You know, like Dry Baby was another big cog in that wheel of success in that run. Having BFF Dry Baby, like I was actually surprised that a lot of people apparently didn't realize that Dry Baby blocked shots. That was like new to them. So I'm glad that we were able to show that off because yeah, we would have been in a lot of trouble had we not had Dry Baby. Oh man, look at that damage there from Rocket in a Jar. Also get Mysterious Paper and also a nice Tears Up, but we need damage though. And look at this. Oh boy, are we sanguine bonding in this his house? All right, Mosh Pit, you all have been very adamant about this, and the last time that we got sanguine bond, we got screwed by a Curse the Blind angel deal that gave us Eucharist. So this time around, let's see what we can get. We have nothing that modifies our damage or tears right now, so this is going to be purely based off the strength of sanguine bond. Here we go. Okay, so that was the 15%. We get 6 pennies. We're gonna lose this bone heart, but this is the only time we get to use it, so whatever. Nothing. We get the pact, which gave us a 5% payout chance. Holy moly. Okay. Get another 6 cents. That was 15%. Get nothing there. Wow, we got more money here. Okay, so I am going to take the pact. I'm going to reluctantly take Guppy's tail. And I think we're gonna stop there because I don't want to lose any more HP, and I certainly don't want to lose. I don't want to die, obviously. But we are now going to be on the bubble when it comes to our keys. So that's gonna have to be something we take very, very seriously. But we got a speed upgrade, we got tears, damage, the whole shebang, and a guppy item. Good floor. And last but not least, the third most upvoted comment from last week's episode came in from The World Has Fallen, who said, well, I mean, definitely there's not many to choose from, but I honestly think that the increased size Dry Baby did a pretty good job for it as a tier shield. Both Sharpstraw and Lusty Blood would not have made it if it was one alone without the other. And yeah, Sharpstraw, I think Sharpstraw definitely gets a lot of praise in that episode, but definitely, like, I think one of the unsung heroes in that episode was absolutely Lusty Blood, because that was the only damage upgrade that we even had a chance of doing anything with, and it really showed how strong that item can be, and also like just how well it scales with everything. I mean, damage is always going to scale, you know, it's always going to be for the better, but Lusty Blood took it to a different level in that episode. So it was a good episode. It was a terrible episode, a terrible run, but it was a good episode to spur on discussion and conversation. There were hundreds and hundreds of comments on that video, and again, thank you all very much for all the support on it. I know that those struggle bus runs are not everyone's bag, but I think that for the majority of people who watch these videos, they enjoy seeing the saga that is the struggle bus. I'm going to hold on to our 2 HP for now. We may boost it up to 3, though. And, shout out to Converter. Something I definitely need to acknowledge is that we would not have had the ability to get Black Candle or a lot of other things here if we didn't have the Soul Converter. So, and now that I know that it's 1-for-1 on the ratio to payout, like, that's really, really nice. It's a lot better than using all of your soul hearts just for one singular red heart, although that one didn't have a cooldown. Still, this is a much better version, in my opinion, of Soul Converter than what it was for the last, years at this point. Isn't that crazy? Isaac is like Repentance is years old, let alone Rebirth. Rebirth is we're coming up on 10 years now of Rebirth, which is just insanity to me. Almost 10 years. Actually, I don't want to lie to people. When Binding Isaac when was the exact date? Yeah, it was November 4th, actually. We're almost 9 years to the day. Yeah, so I was right. Yeah, it is almost 10 years. So that's like how long it's been since I've even paid attention to that. So yeah, 10 years of Rebirth. I've been doing this a long time, man. Been doing this a really, really long time. I'm going to use the Soul Converter in the boss room just because we're going to get to deal damage with our Blackheart anyway. So we might as well, get some good damage, especially on the AoE with the Fallen splitting and stuff. Obviously, the Pact gave us some much-needed DPS upgrades there. Nice big tears up, a nice big damage up, even though we're only sitting at 3.52. That's our damage after the Pact. Like, that's how low our base damage was in this run. Rotten Baby, which is fine. And we're not going to take that horrible item. But we are going to use Sanguine Bond again, so here we go. Nice. Okay, 0.75 damage up. That's 33% chance to do that. We got another one. Okay, I'm fine with this. We got 2 black hearts. Okay. Hey, I'm totally fine with that. I'm actually going to use a bomb to move the black hearts because I don't want to get them yet. I'm just going to do that to move them out of the way. Got nothing there. We got another damage up. Nothing. Okay. Yeah. We could convert more of these black hearts here. Well, is the Devil Deal going to stay open? Because if it is, then I will play it more. So look at that. Sanguine Bond giving us a huge amount of damage. Like, we almost doubled our damage just from Sanguine Bond, just from getting, like, somewhat lucky. I mean, very lucky, actually. It was an absolutely terrible bomb. And that one was even worse. Okay, let's try this. How about that? Thank you. Using 3 bombs for 1 key is about the worst possible ratio you could do. The only reason why I even did that was because we have Guppy's Tail, so... we should actually... Instead of losing this... assuming that the Devil Deal is still open, we should keep... Really don't want to use a key, but especially since we just used bombs for it, but whatever. Okay, so I'm doing this because I think that red hearts with Sanguine Bond are obviously going to be a little bit more sturdy. Okay, and the door closed. All right, so again, Sanguine Bond is proving to be just as good as the Mosh Pit has been saying it has been for a while now, and of course I am guilty of ignoring it because I don't like the idea of using my HP and gambling with it. But you know, I am allowed to reevaluate my position on items in Isaac. It's happened a lot, and in this case, you know, Sanguine Bond giving us those damage upgrades, it works on so many different levels here, particularly because of the fact that we have a I'm gonna wait on that. We have a need to get damage early on here, and we're transitioning into the mid game right now. But the reason why it's so important for us to get damage upgrades, especially now, is because we have Rotten Baby, who's going to give us those attack flies, and obviously they scale very, very, very quickly with any damage upgrades that we get. So that combined with the slow that we have from the stopwatch, and we're going to be able to really bum rush and blitzkrieg a lot of these rooms before the enemies really even know what to do. So it's a strong play that we're getting out of here, a good value from Sanguine Bond, and in conjunction with a lot of other things that we've got going on with us, especially with the slowing effect of the stopwatch. We're poised to really make some magic happen here. So the 2 of diamonds is going to double our money, which, you know, I mean, right now we would have enough for a premium item. This is actually technically 1 bomb for 6 cents right here, so I think it is actually worth it to use a bomb. Obviously, the mega chest is not going to be something that I believe is going to be worth it. We need to get a bunch of keys out there. Remember, we have Guppy's Tail. That's the only downside of this run right now, is that we have Guppy's Tail. We're very slowly getting our damage fixed. Even Evil Eye's doing a good job up there. Yeah, this is the danger of having Guppy's Tail, though. You just don't be tempted by the golden chest now. And every penny that we get here is a second penny earned, essentially, here because of this 2 of diamonds. But we need to be very strategic on when we use it. We don't want to just rip it as soon as we get the 2 of diamonds. There's plenty of opportunity for us to get maximum value out of this here. The magical number here is going to be basically 47, 48 around there cents, and then we've got almost unlimited money. It's actually more like 49 cents, but you know. A lot of nothing in here. I don't think it's worth it for us to use the 2 of diamonds yet. As the blue map, you know, the blue map is okay, but I don't think it's not a use the 2 of diamonds right here in this spot good, you know. The Book of Secrets, the only reason why I haven't taken it yet is because I don't want to use a key to get it, and I also don't want to use a heart to get it. Not until after we're done with the boss. And you see here Rotten Baby just giving Peep the old salt and pepper here. There we go. Great DPS there on Peep. You get a movement speed upgrade, which is acceptable. And, oh my gosh, we got Guppy in 1 room. Wow. Okay. Well then. Well, let's see what else we can get. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, see, this is that's the Sanguine Bond experience right there that I have been witness to. Give me Guppy's head. I think Soul Converter. We ran its course with the Soul Converter. Thank you very much, Soul Converter. You did me proud. Now that we have Guppy and Rotten Baby, that's going to be a lot of damage that we're able to put out. And now, because we have flying, we also don't need to pay any money, We don't need to pay any HP in order to get that Book of Secrets. We can do one more tap. Yeah. The only reason why I did that is because we have all these hearts and stuff over here. So we have an extra key. We might as well use it. It's more money. Again, we talk about the magic number here for us to double with the 2 of diamonds, and we're getting very close now. Only 23 cents away from it. So let's get the Book of Secrets. I'm actually going to take the Book of Secrets over Guppy's head. I think that it's going with the mapping here and without us having to really worry about... I want to go into the boss trap room. Without us having to really worry about purses. There we go. I think that the Book of Secrets and having some mapping is good. I think it's going to be very helpful for us. Have this chest here. Nice. Get a key. I mean, the box is going to be a key, but is it really worth, like... Is it worth it to fight? This is only worth it if we get a soul heart, really. And we didn't, but we did get the dice bag, though. Obviously, we're not going to re-roll this run because that would just be foolish. I think we've earned everything that we've gotten on this run here. But the dice bag can be helpful with like D20 rolls and that sort of thing. Then we can destroy our golden heart. This does not count as a soul heart, but we can destroy it on something if we really wanted to, or just wait until the next floor. I think that's fine because there's nothing really I want to buy here. The blue map, like I said, the blue map is fine, but it's not something that we're like really dying to have. We get the glass D20. Ooh, okay. We got the D-Twizzle. Gonna roll all the rocks here, and even if we get like a penny out of this, like it's gonna be worth it. Oh my god, we got a soul heart. Dude, the D12, even when we don't have the D12 still provides, man. God, I love the D12. I like my love of the D12. I think it's been well documented. My love for the D12 it runs deep. I'm going to use the D1 to duplicate the tarot card. It's not guaranteed to be a 2 of diamonds, but it is guaranteed to be a tarot card. We get a justice card. It gave us another soul heart. Oh my goodness. Things are just popping off here. We get another soul heart here from this tinted rock. Things are aligning. This is starting to feel good and feel strong. We're almost at the magic number of money as well. Book of Secrets giving us the blue map effect, and look at that, 4 keys. Despite us having Guppy's tail, that was a static spawn here from the level. We get the D10, which doesn't matter. 37 cents now. 2 more bombs and another tinted rock too. Man, oh man. Use the D1 to try to duplicate the soul heart there. Which I mean, not try to. It did duplicate the soul heart. It just didn't give us a soul heart. Yeah, with us having Guppy now, I mean, we're not gonna make boss rush, but like it's our pace, our killing speed and clearing speed, and the pacing of this run is going to explode here in speed. Another D1, man. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna give me the D1 game, I'm gonna keep trying to get something else for this. Carry card. Yeah, so we know that this is a dead end here because we can see the map. It's a very odd map here for Depths 1. D1 Hizzle, no thank you. I don't think it would be zany or logical for us to use the D100 in this spot. Like I said, we pretty much earned everything that we have on this run. The botfly, which is again just that botfly is whatever, you know. Botfly, he ain't all that great. He ain't no sci-fly, I can tell you that. Still getting keys now, 13 keys. We can take the Rotten Hearts. I mean, well, actually, I shouldn't have done that because we have Sanguine Bond. We probably won't get a double deal anyway, so of course we get a greed fight on our second to last shop that we're going to have. We're already up to 67 cents, and we still have the 2 of diamonds. The D-Sizzle. Unfortunately, there's not going to be any items in here. That would be neat. Might have forgotten that we had a Rocket in a jar for a moment. My bad. Rip to our golden heart, but that's all right. We'll get Mr. Dolly, which is going to give us another maxed out tiers run and a whole lot of HP. All right. Again, the D4, I don't think it's logical to use it. Let's stop trying to get like point blank to these enemies. There's no, you want to talk about being like logical here? There's no logical reason for me to be point blank with these enemies. We're not using orbitals. Stop being stupid. Okay, can you do that, brain? I mean, I know it's like, you know, 6:32 in the morning right now, but still. No, I'm not lying. That's not a bit. I'm actually recording this at 6:32 in the morning. It's funny how the sleep schedule ebbs and flows between between being normal to not being normal to being degen, like degenerate, like gamer hours to, oh yeah, we're just, you know, we're just up at, you know, we're just up to at 6 a.m. We may not even need the 2 of diamonds at this point, which I think is hilarious. We'll see, because I don't see a mini boss on the map here. So the likelihood of us getting another greed fight in a row is very high. Book of Shadows. I do love me some Book of Shadows. Not that we'll ever probably need it. I'll just rune. Oh, penny, no thank you. Whoa, okay, let's not be doing that there, bomb. Got a Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with my Emperor card, thank you. We did not get a greed fight, surprisingly. Yeah, buddy. We'll take starter deck, which is going to turn all pills into cards. We also get the Bookworm transformation here. Okay, before we do that, let's go back and get... I actually misplayed that slightly. Let's go back and get our 2 diamonds and use it. Here, let's actually get a full charge in the Book of Shadows just so we don't have to get charged to half of a soul heart getting out of there. Because we're not going to need it against Mom. Like, it's a foregone conclusion. We can actually play this Demon Judgment and get rid of these Rotten Hearts, which is probably wise. Okay, so we're able to tap that before we even had the Book of Shadows effect gone. And then I'm going to go back and get these red hearts so we have something to use with Sanguine Bond just in case if we do get a devil deal. You know, I think honestly we're not going to need the Book of Shadows. Give me the Book of Secrets. Give me mapping. I'm down with that. All right, we have Emperor Algis, which is good. Red heart real quick. We get Humbling Bundada. 2 of diamonds. I mean, sure. Pandora's box gives us 30 cents here. It's totally useless, but I guess we can buy it for now. In case if we need the money. Hey, well, man, the game really does not want me to have the Book of Secrets. Another 2 of diamonds. Okay. All right, now we're just being silly, game. Now we're just being silly. You know what? I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to conform to your ways. I'm going to take the Book of Secrets anyway, even though we have the treasure map. We could still get the compass effect, and we don't need the Book of Shadows. But yeah, this has been honestly, like, it's been a really fun run. I know that it's moving real slow. Despite us having Guppy and everything, like, we've been doing a lot of backtracking, but it's because we've also been doing a lot of, like, strategery. There's a double Tinted Rock in here. Tinted Rocks and Soul Hearts, just these random Soul Hearts have been the king on this run. Look at that. And we missed an 80% double deal. Okay. All right, game. If you're going to be like that, whatever. Okay, we get a library. Get the key, thank you. Super Greed, a great block. That was a great block by a combination of Ball of Bandages and Botfly. Look, I never doubted you, Botfly. I'm just saying, you'll never be as good as Psyfly, but, you know, I appreciate the effort. I mean, there's no shame in being number 2 to Psyfly, but Psyfly is an enigma. Even after the nerfs, Psyfly is still just a absolute beast of an item. Take Ball of Bandages. We finally get our vaunted Sanguine Bond Devil deal here. So we're starting at 708. And nothing. We have so much HP that we can do this with. Okay. It's okay. Got some damage there. We got a Necronomicon for some odd reason. Another damage upgrade. Another damage upgrade. The fact that you can just do this an unlimited amount of times is kind of amazing. Another damage upgrade, man. And another one. Dude, we've gotten so many damage upgrades here. I am going to take Ouija board, not because we need the tiers up, but because I want the spectral tiers. So, wow, that was incredible. Eternal Heart, very nice. Don't want to lose that. That's the only downside, is that we can't get trapped into losing all of our HP. So I don't want to go too ham. And we have 21 keys now, despite us having, maybe 22 keys, despite us having Guppy's Tail. Now, see, now is when you can start dropping the Mega Chest game. Room D Twanky here. Super Secret Room should be to the right of this, guaranteed. No devil deal, man. Let's get crazy. Let's just get. We barely made old Hushy. Let's go see him. Let's get crazy with it, because we've got 4 HP and a whole lot of money. So we might be able to make something work down here. We get Binky, and we did get a damage upgrade. Okay. Also a luck upgrade here, which we'll go ahead and take now. Binky doesn't really give us anything except a Soul Heart that we need. I do love me some Robo Baby. Tinted Rock over here. I tell you what. Okay, well. Maybe we can use Monster Manual, I guess. And it gave us Juicy Sack. So Mom's coin purse is actually going to give us 3 tarot cards. 4 tarot cards, I mean. Justice. First Moon card. I don't think there's an Ultra Secret Room on this level. Where'd our Strength card go? We have a Strength card, don't we? Or no, it was an Algiz Rune. Okay, let's take the Algiz Rune first. Because I don't want to lose... I do want to use the Reverse Moon card, but I'm almost 100% sure that it does not exist in the Blue Womb. And I only took Algiz here just for security. See, Botfly, I was expecting you to shoot the one in the middle, not the one to the right. I mean, I could have dodged that, but like I was giving you a chance. Like I was already like prepping the praise for you. We actually don't want to get that close to Hush because if we want to maximize the amount of Guppy Flies we get, we can increase the distance away from Hush. As you see right there with the Evil Eye. Once the Evil Eye makes contact with Hush, it's gone forever. So being so close proximity to Hush is actually counterintuitive if we want to get the maximum amount of Guppy Flies that we can. So what I'll do, you'll frequently see me like plow a bunch of our flies whenever we have Guppy into Hush and then back off. Let them kind of build up again, and then we'll just go in for another burst of damage. Look at that. Look how many flies we are producing because of... Look at all the Evil Eye procs, and that's what I'm talking about. If we were super close to Hush, we would get a fraction of the amount of shots that we just got done there getting. Hey, Botfly, I see you missing shots up there. Don't think I don't see that. Actually, I have so many flies, it's difficult to see which incoming shots are closer to us. I'm just going to use the Algiz Rune now. I'm tired of dealing with Hush. There we go. So we got hit 3 times. Didn't really gain anything out of the Hush fight other than, I guess, Binky. But now at least we can go back at the Reverse Moon card, and then that should take us very, very close, hopefully, to Stanley. And use Reverse Moon card here, and it gives us Backstabber. Oh my Gertie. And yeah, as you see right there, we skipped a large portion of Shoal. We can get our key back from Guppy's tail. Look at that. Humbling Bundle completely negating Guppy's tail. I mean, Guppy's tail has not been like a factor in this run at all. Other than, of course, giving us the Guppy transformation, obviously. We'll get a Hierophant card, sure. Down with it. I'll buy what you're selling. Picking up what you're putting down. Use the glass D20 in here, and we got a lot more money. So, but this was a very fun run. I think that the MVP definitely should probably go to Sanguine Bond. But honestly, like, I gotta put in a little vote for Soul Converter. Soul Converter gave us a lot of opportunity early on that we would not have gotten had we not had those Red Heart containers. So that's officially, I'm going to say probably Sanguine Bond, but unofficially, I do think that some respect should be put on Soul Converter's name, just because like it was pretty instrumental in helping us there. So thank you for watching, everybody. We are going to get the easy dub here. I'm not going to go into victory laps today. We're already at just over 40 minutes. I think this is pretty good. It was a fun run though. Like we were moving pretty at a very slow pace early on, but you know, we were methodical. I think that all the items aligned to produce a very, very awesome and enjoyable experience. And also we had like some pretty good strategy here. So I'm satisfied with that. So thank you for watching, everyone. Question of the episode here. What is your take on Sanguine Bond? Do you think it was the MVP of this run, or do you think it should go to the Soul Converter? Post them in the comments down below. Thank you for letting us get to that next like streak goal, everyone. Let's start the new one, and I will announce the new like streak goal at the conclusion of this like streak goal, which we're going to, again, be doing that live stream on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Mac, Kaizo Blades, and Oliver Wendt. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.